Hola clase. Today we are learning how to factorize quadratics when a is different than 1. As usual, I will give you a how-to step-by-step guide and then we'll make examples together. Before starting, I need to know how to recognize a quadratic. It will look like ax squared plus bx plus c. Remember, a, b, and c are the numbers. And then how to factorize when a equals 1, as the rules here are quite similar. Now for the how-to step-by-step. There are two possibilities you need to consider. So first, check if b and c are multiples of a, and for that I need to know my multiples, my timetables. That leaves you with two options, and depending on the answer, you will do one thing or the other. If you check and b and c are multiples of a, then what you do is you divide everything by a, and now you're in a case of a equals 1, and you factorize the way you learned. Let's see it in an example. They ask me to factorize this. 2x squared plus 10x plus 12. We're checking here, and there is a 2 multiplying the x squared, so a is different than 1. So I ask myself, are 10 and 12 multiples of 2? They are in this case, so I can divide everything by 2. And effectively, I can factorize that 2 outside. And what I'm left is that this is the same as 2 times x squared plus 5x plus 6. It's an a equals 1 multiplying here the x squared. There is a 1 that I don't write. So I know the rule, two values that multiply to c and add to b. We have the values for that, 3 and 2. So I can very quickly factorize the whole quadratic. So this is the same as 2 times x plus 2 times x plus 3. And then I will be able to box this as my final answer, and I will be done. Now, if I do this check and I don't have multiples of a, then I need to do something different. If that happens, I need to multiply a times c, and then find two values that multiply to a times c and add to b. When I have them, I will break b into these two values and use the distributive property to factorize. Let's see this in an example. It will make a bit more sense. Here they ask me to factorize this 3x squared plus 10x plus 8. And I'm going to use colors so we see which pieces we used and which ones we left. But I check very quickly, 10 and 8 are not factors of 3, so I will not be able to use the previous trick. So I need to multiply 3 times 8, which is 24, and then I need to find factors of 24. Two numbers that multiply to 24. I start looking, 1 and 24, 2 and 12, 3 and 8, 4 and 6, and remember, as soon as you've got one repeated, you don't need to keep on searching, you've got them all. Then I need to find which ones of these two add to 10. So I've been searching, 4 and 6 add to 10, and then I take care of the signs. Plus 4 plus 6 is plus 10, minus 4 minus 6, it's minus 10, so it's this one that I need to use. Now that I've found these two values, I can, in my mind, break this minus 10x that I'm underlining here into minus 6x minus 4x. So I'm just going to write it here. This quadratic equals 3x squared minus 6x minus 4x plus 8. And then I'm going to factorize the first two terms separately. If I factorize these two, the maximum factor I can divide both of them at the same time is 3x. So this is the same as 3x times x minus 2 inside the bracket. Then I'm going to factorize the second two terms separately. And if you check, the maximum I can divide these two terms, it's minus 4. And that would leave me minus 4 times x minus 2. And you see a term repeating there, so I can use distributive property to group these two mini factorizations that I just did. If I just write it here so we can see it, what I'm left with is 3x times x minus 2 minus 4 times x minus 2. And applying distributive property, this is the same as 3x minus 4 times x minus 2. That will be my final factorization, so I can box it and mark it as my final answer, and we will be done. Now it's your turn to go and practice. Thanks for watching.